and welcome back. I thought I would talk to you about products for super dry body skin. And I think even those of us who have fairly well balanced facial skin tend to get really dry body skin at this time of year. And I know because people are sliding into my DMs on Instagram and here and saying, what can I do about my itchy, dry skin? Skin that's normally quite healthy and happy through most of the year can become really dry and tight and sore at this time of year. But mainly the first symptom is itchy skin. If you come out of the shower and you've got itchy skin, it's time to think about what you can do to repair your body's barrier function. I'm going to be completely upfront as usual and tell you that this is partly sponsored by Bioderma, a brand I've known and loved for years, recommended by dermatologists. And I discovered the two products that I'm going to talk about here because they were sent to me when I did a piece about my friend's daughter who suffers from eczema. And she's got really dry skin, poor little thing. How old is she? She's 9 or 10, and she has really dry, rough skin year round. And her mum said to me, I don't know what to do, recommend something to me, please. And I was doing some research for some piece about dry body skin and what to do for young children. And I asked a dermatologist, and the dermatologist said to me, definitely get her to use Bioderm. So I'm going to introduce you to the two products, and I'm going to introduce some other products that I've got that are suitable for healing dry skin, repairing barrier functions, eczema and psoriasis, and then how to smoothen and soften dry, sort of scaly skin. But let's start with Biodermatoderm. This is a little miracle worker, this is. This is the shower gel, and it's a shower gel oil. That's how I would explain it. So this is Biodermatoderm Huile de Douche. It's one of those shower oils that isn't gunky and oily and feels uncomfortable. It's super lightweight, it cleanses your skin and it rinses away in water to leave your skin, it sort of rinses away to a milk and it leaves your skin super hydrated, super soft. It's beautiful. If you're watching this and you happen not to have dry skin, try shaving your legs with this. Try using it on dry arms and legs in winter when you suddenly look down and you've got that sort of what I always call alligator skin. But at the same time, remember that my friend whose daughter that has atopic eczema and dermatitis uses this and absolutely loves it. In fact, my friend said to me the other day when I was saying to her, I said, I'm going to pop over. Would you like me to bring you anything? She went, oh, have you got any of the Bioderma again? I desperately need it. I think she needed it in the summer because her daughter was going away on holiday and she wanted to send her off with some. So the secret to looking after skin that is sensitized and is dry and the barrier function is impaired is it has to be loaded with humectants and emollients, and this is a perfect case in point. So often people use moisturizers on their skin but they don't think about what they're doing when they strip the skin and cleanse it. This is absolutely suitable for everybody. Mum, dad, children's, grandparents. As I said, even if you don't suffer from dry skin all over, try using this on your legs and your arms and your hands. It's amazing. It's a really, really, really beautiful product. Let's have a look at some of the active ingredients in it. And then I'm going to go on to talk about the Bioderm intensive balm as well, which goes with it. And it's loaded with glycerin and niacinamide to repair your barrier function. Really lightly fragranced, but I mean really, really gently fragranced to make it pleasant to use. When you use it, you'll notice that it sort of turns almost milky in the shower, rinses, cleanses, rinses away, and then leaves your skin. And you'll look at your skin and you'll notice that the water is in bubbles on your skin, and that's a sign that the oil has basically gone to work on your skin. All of the humectants have gone to work on the skin and they've improved the barrier function. They've almost made it water repellent. It's a really, really lovely product, and it's clinically proven to hydrate the skin. And I think it's clinically proven to hydrate the skin by, and I was looking at here, 33%, but that figure goes up to 93% if you then top it with this. This is such a great body lotion, it really is. This is Biodermatoderm Intensive Balm. It's richer than a lotion, but it's not that heavy in terms of being, when you think of a balm, you think of it as being super heavy and uncomfortable almost. No, not this one. It's just really, really, really lovely. And I can tell that my arms and legs are dry because this is going straight in. My hands are obviously dry. Everybody's hands are dry at the moment, aren't they? Because we're obviously using a lot of hand wash and a lot of sanitizer as well. Just absolutely gorgeous. It's the ultra soothing balm for very dry, irritated and atopic sensitive skin, and it repairs the barrier function. If you use the two together, it adds up to 93% more hydration into the skin, which essentially is saying it doubles the water in the skin. And then what you do is you basically repair your barrier function so that the transepidermal water loss, the rate at which your water leaves the skin, is reduced substantially. It's a really, really lovely product. Oh, just look at that. It's gone in so quickly and easily. It's one of those, I'm always saying what I want from my body lotions is active, what I want from my body products full stop is active ingredients proven to work. And let's have a look at the active ingredients in this, because that's what you're getting. So what you've got water, glycerin as well. I love glycerin. You've got a really nice mineral oil, but super, super, super lightweight. And then you've got sunflower seed oils. And then to round it all off, what you've got is a whole host of skin-friendly ceramides, skin-identical ceramides. You know I've spoken about ceramides before. Ceramides are essentially the glue that sticks your skin cells together. So your skin cells can absorb water, and then what you want is you want the oils and the ceramides and the humectants to go between the skin cells so that you can lock the water in once it's there. They basically repair your barrier function when it's been damaged. And at this time of year, a lot of people have either been in the sun or they've worn a lot lighter body lotions in the summer, and their skin has become much more used to a humid atmosphere. The minute the temperature drops, the minute it gets colder out there, the minute the winds whip up, we feel that our skin's barrier function is impaired, not only on our face but on our bodies as well. They are the two Biodermatoderm products. By the way, stay tuned because I do have a discount code for them as well. If you use Nadine25, and that's valid until the 25th of December. Great idea for Christmas presents, by the way. And I'll put the link in the caption to get the discount. So you use Nadine25, you will get 25% off the entire Atoderm range. Do yourself a favour and discover it. Even if, like me, you've got mildly dry arms but very dry legs, your legs will thank you for it. Other things that I think are really important when we're looking at active ingredients to repair our barrier function, and I've talked about this before, I do think that anything that's skin identical is really important. So for example, you've got glycerin and you've got ceramides in the Atoderm range. Well, this is urea. Urea is a natural moisturising factor, and at 10% it's hugely, hugely, hugely hydrating, and it repairs your barrier function as well. And at 20% in some foot products, you'll actually find that it'll start to exfoliate the rough, dead skin on your heels as well. But this is the Altruist Dry Skin Repair Cream, 10% urea. And again, it's a super lightweight, really nice to use. This one's actually slightly richer as a cream, but it's really lovely. And it's a sort of gel cream that goes on specifically very dry areas. So not necessarily all over, but on hands, elbows, shins, anywhere like that you want an extra bit of oomph. And I would recommend you sleep in this overnight. Just like I would say you'd shower in the morning with your Atoderm oil, you'd then use your Atoderm intensive balm anywhere you need on your body or your skin, and then this would be something you'd sleep in at night to repair your skin while you sleep. Other things that I really love, now all of those are really applicable for super sensitized skin. I want you to also look at Bioderma is the next product I want you to have a look at. And this is a range that's new to the UK via Holland and Barrett. However, it's been available in America and it's been used within the medical industry quite a long time. So they have an eczema and psoriasis range. This is the body lotion, but they do have a shampoo and they have a shower gel as well, which are well worth looking at. And they have anti-pruritic ingredients in them. In other words, skin soothing ingredients to calm and stop you from itching and irritating and scratching your skin. So basically they have an anti-itching ingredient in them. In fact, they have two ingredients in them that are proprietary, which are designed to stop you scratching your skin. So if you've got to the point where you're beginning to scratch your skin, and you'll know because you'll wake up at night and start scratching your skin, and that's when you're in trouble, then look for this range. So I think there's 3 or 4 products within the range. And actually I think it's in America, they originally developed a range for people that were undergoing radiotherapy for cancer treatment as well. So it comes with a good medical heritage background. as does Diprobase, and I've talked about this many times. This is their daily moisturising cream. Again, Diprobase is a range that's available on prescription. However, they now have 2 products that are available off of prescription that I think are incredible. This is the daily moisturising cream, and there's the itch relief cream as well. Both of them, again, for skin that is barrier impaired. If you got to the point where you're actually scratching your skin, as an adult it's quite easy, obviously, or relatively easy, to sit there and say don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. When you've got a child, both this and the itch relief cream were tested on babies and shown to repair their barrier function, prevent the recurring attacks of dry skin, but also, more importantly, that scratching. Finally, I want to talk about a range that I've talked about before, and that's Ameliorate, and it contains lactic acid in. So all of the things I've mentioned before are about repairing your barrier function and hydrating your skin as much as possible. However, if you've been left with dry, rough patches and you don't know what to do with them, I do think lactic acid works, and Ameliorate is a great product. Yes, they have a nourishing wash that you can use once you've repaired your barrier function. If you use it on anything that's got an impaired barrier function, you might notice it tingles slightly. So yes, they've got a really nice nourishing body wash. They have an intensive foot therapy, so if you do want to start getting the hard skin on your feet to soften over winter, and then you can sort of scrape it off with one of those foot files, great. But I do think that the key product within the range is their original transforming body lotion. And it has lactic acid in it. It has lactic acid at a good amount as well. It will soften your skin overnight, and it will be particularly good if you've got to the point where you've repaired your skin but you've been left with sort of a dry, scaly build-up of dead skin cells that you can't get rid of. That's where Ameliorate comes in. Lactic acid is derived from milk originally, although obviously now it's all sort of fermented in labs so that you don't need to sort of, have lots of milk on hand. And it's essentially like the equivalent of an old school yogurt face mask. The lactic acid is a beautiful AHA. It hydrates and it exfoliates at the same time while you sleep. You can use it during the day. It tends to smell a little bit sort of lactic acidy, a little bit sort of yogurty, which doesn't make it particularly pleasant to use during the day. There is a rose fragranced one as well, although I like the smell of lactic acid and active ingredients. I know I'm a crazy person like that. So there you go. What you need to do if you have an impaired barrier function on your body is you need to A, cleanse it gently. Start using a cleansing oil. This is Biodermatoderm Huile Douche cleansing oil. But don't think of it as being a heavy occlusive oil. It's really not. It's beautifully formulated. It cleanses the skin and turns to milk underwater, rinses away but leaves the skin beautifully hydrated. Even from the first use, I really like it. That improves your hydration by 33%, but you add in this as a second, and actually which you can do straight away when your skin's still slightly damp when you've come out of the shower. Top it off with this, which is the Atoderm Intensive Balm, and then you get the reparative function of in the 93% as your skin starts to repair itself and you lock the water in. Don't forget that on those 2 products in particular, I have a code, and it is Nadine25 to get 25% off the entire range, and I will put the swipe up below. It's a brand that I know and trust, so thank you very much for that discount code. But also I think you'll find that all of these products are on what I call dermatologists' radar. They are active ingredient led to repair dry, damaged skin in winter, which we can all suffer from. Let's be honest here. That's what you'll notice at this time of year. We're going out of mid-autumn now, mild autumn, into a much colder autumn, the beginning of winter, and that's when you'll notice your body is starting to suffer. The first signs are a tightness and dryness when you get out of the shower, and then what happens is your skin might start to feel a little bit dry and a little bit itchy, and you'll find yourself scratching. That's the time to repair your barrier function, and these are my favourite products to do it. Thank you for watching, thank you for subscribing, and I'll see you soon.